Let me ask you an exit question here. Has the FBI, anyone from the FBI reached out and tried to make this right? I mean, they accused you of being a spy for the Russians when you, in fact, were assisting the United States in what could have been very dangerous for you. I mean, you're gathering intelligence for our intelligence people, and you get smacked in the face by our media, called a traitor, treasonous. This is really disgusting. I mean, has anybody from the FBI reached out and tried to make this right?
Absolutely not. And I was begging Director Wray. I sent him a letter early last year, both in February of 2019, as well as again in May 2019, just asking for some assistance because I had so many problems during the Comey McCabe years at the FBI that I figured, well, maybe there's this new guy appointed by President Trump, and maybe he will help make this right. Not only have they not made it right as of yet, so many of these same stonewalls have continued. And again, it's terrible in so many ways, but I know a lot of members of Congress, including Congressman Nunes, who you talked to, has been pushing for the exact same thing. So I guess in some ways I don't feel quite as bad. But again, my life has been put at risk, and so much has been taken away. Now, the one silver lining to this is just in the last month or so, DOJ has started to, for the first time, act more professionally. There's one law called the Crime Victims' Rights Act, and that requires people who are crime victims have various steps taken by the U.S. government, Department of Justice. And for the first time, there is a small sliver of hope and a tiny light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm cautiously optimistic that perhaps we may have started to turn the tide a little bit with this, but we'll have to wait. Well, certainly, as you've been saying, pointing out, so much more to go.
Yeah, well, we can get a lot of those that story in your book, Abuse and Power. Carter, I appreciate it. I'm really sorry this happened to you. It's really a disgrace and a stain on our country. And I hope we can get some more of the story again in your book. You shed some light on this. Thanks, Carter.